So there's a question here. How to heal the core abandonment wound about separation from God and to stop wanting to feel this love from a partner. Yeah, this is a big and very significant question. Basically, what I can say is that you, as consciousness, needs to bow yourself inside. It's like your arrival and coming in as love into your own body needs to happen as a descent down into the bottom of your body. In the very bottom of your body, it is here that you, from the individual perspective, experience this separation from God in terms of the wound, of the abandonment. So there is a core wound in every human being, which is about that separation between consciousness and matter. And the moment that consciousness is withdrawn from your very deepest bottom rest in yourself, in that moment, there is the wound. In that moment, there is the inner experience of abandonment. And of course, this happens in very early years, and we have various effects from our parents and from whatever we have experienced as all of the evidence that God isn't here on ground. So for us to actually come into, to heal that abandonment, we need to stop abandoning ourselves. And that means that we need to arrive as love into the deepest ground of our human being. And in that deepest ground, this is where the core wound is. So to heal the abandonment wound, we need to heal our inner relationship between our masculine and our feminine, ourselves as consciousness and matter, ourselves as love and body. So there's a deep return waiting to happen there, which basically is the result is an alignment between the inner masculine and the feminine that allows for a union. And in that union, it is the end of the abandonment from yourself as the masculine as love. So it's something with falling in love with yourself and attaining radical self-love through a descent into the body, through a meeting with all of the different aspects of the twists of the identity around the wounding, around the abandonment, around all of those aspects of being and being human, wherein you basically detach from yourself. So falling in love with yourself beyond identification also means to fall in love with the entire spectrum of your humanity in terms of an in-depth rest and a growing out as an inner space of being inside at the bottom. So in that moment, you can actually say that you're resting in yourself. And this will end that sense of abandonment. You won't need someone else or that dance of abandonment and not abandonment and all of this to be there. And you won't then attract actually someone who can ignite that wound over and over again, because that's where you need to look. But you need to go in and do that as a proper piece of work with yourself, a proper piece of coming into being, a coming into rest in the ground of being, all the way at the bottom. And yes, it also includes healing your sexuality, straightening out your relationship with power. It includes return to innocence and a fully becoming you as the uniqueness of you, not as someone special. Yeah.